Ever wondered how you would survive in a desert with temperatures that can reach 50 degrees Celsius during the day and drop below freezing at night? Imagine a world where the sun blazes relentlessly, its scorching rays transforming the landscape into an oven. This is the desert, a place where the term extreme takes on a whole new meaning. Here, water is more precious than gold, a scarce commodity that is as elusive as a mirage. The desert is not just about heat, it's a land of contrasts. When the sun sets, the temperature plummets, often dipping below freezing point. It's a harsh environment that seems inhospitable, a barren wasteland where survival is a daily challenge. But look closer. Amidst the sand dunes and rocky outcrops, life persists. There are creatures that have evolved to not only withstand these unforgiving conditions, but to actually flourish. While this may seem impossible for us, there are creatures that not only survive, but thrive in these conditions. Let's dive into their survival tactics. In the face of extreme heat, desert animals have developed a unique set of survival tactics. Imagine a world where the sun blazes mercilessly from the sky, where the ground burns hot enough to fry an egg, and where shade is a luxury rarely found. This is the daily reality for the denizens of the Thar Desert. Yet, amazingly, life thrives here. But how? Well, the secret lies in a repertoire of survival strategies that these creatures have fine-tuned over countless generations. One such strategy is to simply avoid the sun. Many desert animals, like the Indian hedgehog and the desert fox, follow a nocturnal lifestyle. They sleep during the day, tucked away in burrows or shaded crevices, and emerge only when the sun has set and the desert has cooled. Yet, there are those who take this a step further. Some animals, like the sand gazelle, are crepuscular, meaning they are most active during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk, times when the desert is at its most temperate. Then there are the burrowers. Animals like the spiny-tailed lizard and the desert gerbil dig deep into the cool earth to escape the heat. These burrows, often several feet deep, provide a much-needed respite from the scorching sun and also serve as a safe haven from predators. And let's not forget the iconic camel, the ship of the desert. Camels have developed an extraordinary adaptation in the form of their humps. Contrary to popular belief, these humps store fat, not water. This fat can be metabolized to provide both energy and water when resources are scarce. Their bodies are also designed to withstand significant fluctuations in body temperature, allowing them to endure the desert heat. So, these desert dwellers have evolved to beat the heat, employing tactics that are ingenious, varied, and above all, effective. They illustrate the remarkable tenacity of life and its ability to adapt and thrive in the harshest of conditions. So, these desert dwellers have evolved to beat the heat, but what about the scarcity of water? Water, the elixir of life, is scarce in the desert. But desert animals have found ingenious ways to stay hydrated. They are the water-wise, the masters of moisture management, the survivalists of the sand seas. Let's delve into their fascinating world and see how they've adapted to the arid conditions. Firstly, some animals have adapted to find water in the most unlikely of places. They can extract moisture from the food they eat, the air they breathe, and even the soil they dig. Take the jerboa, for instance. This tiny rodent gets most of its water from the seeds and plants it consumes. Its body efficiently extracts every last drop of moisture from its food, minimizing water loss. Next, we have animals that can survive without ever drinking water. Yes, you heard that right. Without ever drinking water, the kangaroo rat is a prime example of this. It has evolved to generate water internally through the metabolic breakdown of its food. This essentially means that the kangaroo rat creates its own water supply from within, a truly remarkable adaptation. Then there are those that can store water much like a living canteen. The camel, often synonymous with desert survival, is a notable example of this. Contrary to popular belief, camels do not store water in their humps. Instead, they have a unique ability to lose a substantial amount of their body weight in water without suffering ill effects. When they do find water, they can drink up to 40 gallons in one go. replenishing their reserves. Lastly, we have animals like the desert beetle, which collect water from the morning fog. These creatures have evolved surfaces that help them collect and channel tiny droplets of water into their mouths. These adaptations are nothing short of remarkable, aren't they? But there's more to desert survival than just beating the heat and finding water. Surviving in the desert isn't just about staying cool and hydrated, it's also about staying safe from predators. Life in the Thar isn't a walk in the park, it's a constant battle, a game of survival of the fittest, where only the most adaptable survive. Take the sand gazelle, for instance. This swift-footed creature has evolved to be one of the fastest animals in the desert. When faced with danger, it can reach speeds of up to 60 miles per hour. That's faster than a car on a city street. Then there's the master of disguise, the desert horned viper. Its patterned skin seamlessly blends with the sandy surroundings, making it nearly invisible to both its prey and its predators. This camouflage is its first line of defense, allowing it to hide and strike when least expected. But what about creatures that can't outrun or outhide their enemies? They've evolved other strategies. The deathstalker scorpion, for example, has one of the most venomous stings in the animal kingdom. Its sting can cause heart failure in its predators, making it a formidable adversary, despite its small size. Let's not forget the spiny-tailed lizard, a creature that wields its tail like a club, delivering a painful blow to any would-be attacker. That's not all. The lizard's body is covered in hard, spiky scales that deter predators from taking a bite. And then there are the desert-dwelling insects, like the bombardier beetle. When threatened, it releases a hot, noxious chemical spray from its abdomen, effectively deterring predators and buying itself precious time to escape. These survival tactics, evolved over generations, demonstrate the amazing adaptability of life. Even in the harshest of environments, life finds a way. It's a testament to the resilience and tenacity of these creatures who've turned the barren desert into a thriving ecosystem, each playing their part in the grand scheme of survival. So, the next time you think about the Thar Desert, remember, it's not just sand and sun. It's a living, breathing testament to the adaptability of life on our planet.